To the disappointment of the dozens of Australians who knew his name, Family First Senator Bob Day has officially resigned. But the big question now is, was he qualified to be elected in the first place? If not, it would make him the first unqualified senator since all of them. The issue relates to Bob Day's electoral office and whether he received rent from the Commonwealth for an office that he owned.
That's how bad the housing market is. Even the Commonwealth is renting.
The issue will be settled in the High Court, home to the most respected judges in the country outside of Iggy Azalea QC and Chief Justice Mel B. If the court rules that Day's election was valid, Family First will have to choose which of their candidates takes his place. Bob Day is backing Ricky Lambert, an unpublished writer with several fiction manuscripts.
I don't know about you, but I think an unpublished writer is the shot in the arm our democracy needs.
If, however, the court rules that Bob Day's election was invalid, this would result in a recount of the South Australian Senate vote. It would be the most annoying thing to come out of South Australia since Christopher Pyne. If there is a recount, the seat theoretically goes to the party's second candidate on the ballot paper, Lucy Gishui, a Kenyan-born lawyer with not nearly enough unpublished manuscripts to be considered a serious candidate. But all that depends on whether Family First is still considered a group. When they had two candidates, they were considered a group and were placed above the line. But if one candidate is disqualified, can you still be a group if you only have one person? It's basically the opposite problem faced by INXS. If Family First is no longer considered a group, the recount would likely result in an additional Labor senator or possibly a fifth One Nation senator.
So, the next senator could be Kenyan-born, or someone who probably thinks Kenya is the guy married to Kim Kardashian.
But don't you worry about Bob Day. If this footage is anything to go by, he can always fall back on his music career. Move over Green Day, here's Bob Day.
In his hands he's got the